Started. I want to first say welcome. Welcome to coming and hearing about the Six Squared Strategy Monday night. We know you guys are ready to hear about energy and money if you are coming to us on the first day of the week, right? I'm sure everybody's pooped and ready to, take a load off, right? So we're going to get into this. This is Six Squared Strategy, simple strategy with exponential results. So like I said, welcome. We're glad you're here. Feel free to put who invited you in the chat, as Shauna wrote down in there, so we know everyone that is here tonight and who invited them. Thank you. So this is the business plan that we are going to present to you tonight. And what I have found being in network marketing is that it's very important to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you don't know where you're going. Or you might know where you're going, but you don't know where you're going to end up. So this is a strategy that actually shows you exactly what to do and when you get there, okay? So we will go into this in depth tonight, but I just wanted to show you that we do have a plan for you, and we're going to talk to you about this plan as we go along. So first of all, I'm going to invite Shauna to come on, and she is going to tell us a true story.
Hey guys, so welcome. Whoever invited you and they thought you would benefit from energy and or money, I will just say, before I got started with a business plan like this, I needed some major energy. I was having many health issues and a mom of three, like, things were sinking, right? And so I'm going to actually read you guys a true story of how maybe you feel right now, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, but I'm going to read this to you real quick. I'm sitting in a quiet room at the Millcroft Inn, a peaceful little place hidden back among the pine trees about an hour out of Toronto. It's just past noon, late July, and I'm listening to the desperate sounds of a life or death struggle going on a few feet away. There's a small fly burning out the last of its short life's energies in a futile attempt to fly through the glass of the window pane. The whining wings tell the poignant story of the fly's strategy: try harder. But it's not working. The frenzied effort offers no hope for survival. Ironically, the struggle is part of the trap. It's impossible for the fly to try hard enough to succeed at breaking through the glass. Nevertheless, this little insect has staked its life on reaching its goal through raw effort and determination. This fly is doomed. It will die there on the windowsill. Across the room, only 10 steps away, the door is wide open. 10 seconds of flying time and this small creature could reach the outside world it seeks, with only a fraction of the effort now being wasted. It could be free of this self-imposed trap. The breakthrough possibility is there. It would be so easy. So why doesn't the fly try another approach? Something dramatically different. How did it get so locked in on the idea that this particular route and determined effort offer the most promise for success? What logic is there in continuing until death to seek a breakthrough with more of the same? You've seen that fly before, guys. It's just hitting the window. No doubt this approach makes sense to the fly. Regrettably, it's an idea that will kill. Trying harder isn't necessarily the solution to achieving more. It may not offer any real promise for getting what you want out of life. Sometimes, in fact, it's part of the problem. If you stake your hopes for a solution, trying harder, you may kill your chances for success. This is by Dr. Price Pritchett, author of a book called U Squared, a high-velocity formula for multiplying your personal effectiveness. Now, I don't know if any of you guys really feel that way. I know that I have in the past. Just to give you a little bit of information about me, I've been a physical therapist for 25 years. Those first 20 years, yeah, my husband and I am also a physical therapist. Felt like we were hitting that window every single day. And in 2010, I pretty much was that fly that hit the windowsill but didn't quite die, you know, just kind of flapped her wings and then came back up and started hitting the window again. But I knew there had to be a solution, and it took a little time because, guys, changing our mindset of what things are to something new and going through the door at first was a little just, it was different. I don't even want to use the word scary. It was just like, well, how do you go through the door? Like, I've just kept hitting the window. So today we want to share with you guys that there is another way, okay? You don't have to burn up all your energy trying harder and harder to get through the window, only to never break through. And I would say for most of us, if we're honest, that window, the other side that we're looking at, is more money. We're like, if I just could get to the other side where I'm not having to live paycheck to paycheck, every day. No energy at the end of the day. You get back up in the morning and you start all over again, and there's all these plans and all these dreams, and you're like, when is it going to happen? So if you've ever thought that maybe to get what you really want is behind you, okay, and the door is wide open, all you have to do is turn around and fly right through that door. We're going to share that door with you today. So you see right here the fly, the window, the door, right? Who's ready? Who's tired of being that fly? Go ahead and just write in that chat box if you're tired of being that fly. If you don't understand, you have not felt like that fly, I say more power to you, okay? So this book, U Squared, by Price Pritchett, shares about what's called the quantum leap strategy. It's an extremely minimalistic blueprint for breakthrough performance, and it's based on the concept called minimum effective dose, MED. So MED is defined as the smallest dose that will produce the desired outcome. Okay, MED focuses on what counts most, and it not only delivers the most dramatic results, but it also does it in the least time possible. The MED sets limits, clarifies, and simplifies. Anything beyond the MED is wasteful, maybe damaging. Quantum leaps imply speed, breakthrough performance, and less effort. That trifecta demands ruthless simplicity, an elegant to less is more approach that powers geometric gains. That's what we're going to be sharing with you guys today with this 6 squared strategy. Okay, so what if I could show you how you could increase your energy, and second, stop hitting the window and burning up your energy by turning around and walking through the door for a quantum leap? Would anybody be interested? Can you switch that for me, Sunshine? Okay, so that is the 6 squared strategy. Simple strategy, exponential results. We're going to take a quantum leap. Who's ready to go on that quantum leap? I used to love that show. I don't know if anybody else ever watched that. Okay, so let's talk about energy. You ready? Anybody have energy problems? Was I the only one? Okay. We'll love to hear you guys in the chat here. Anybody with energy issues? Okay, we've got a couple here saying yes, they've had some energy problems. You are not alone. 1 in 5 people complain they are constantly exhausted. Worldwide, there was 44.9 billion in sales of energy drinks. Now, my guess is when people are drinking those energy drinks, it's because they need some more energy, right? 43% surveyed, okay, do not get enough sleep to think clearly at work, make informed decisions, and be productive. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but my goal is to be productive. I've even taken the word busy out of my vocabulary because I want to be productive. So here are some questions that I'm going to ask you, and you may be thinking if there's people that you know that may have these same complaints, like, do you have a hard time getting out of bed in the morning? Okay, how about being lethargic by lunch? Or how about this one? You work hard all day with no energy to play. Do you find your body betraying you? Do you need a simple strategy to increase your energy? So I'll just share, when I was in my 30s, I remember coming home from work and just laying down on the couch, and my kids were playing and they wanted me to play with it. I'm like, guys, I would love to play, but I don't have anything else to give. And here I had these children that I wanted to spend so much time with and play with, and I just didn't have the energy to do it. So let's talk about a solution. Did we pass something? Okay. There you go. Thank you. So let's talk about getting what you want and moving on. What I'm talking about is getting that energy and moving on and doing the things you want to do. So if it's in the morning, we have what's called our morning start. It's 2 to 4 ounces of a product called Ningxia Red. Let me tell you guys, this Ningxia Red is awesome. It's powerful. It's an antioxidant superfood. It gives your body cellular energy first thing in the morning. My whole family takes this. This allows us to get up. I homeschool my kids. They get to do their school this morning. My youngest, he's 12. We went to basketball at 7:30 this morning. He had his Ningxia Red to have his basketball time and be able to run it up and down those courts. By lunchtime, though, maybe you need a little bit more. Maybe you plan on doing a little bit more that afternoon. Maybe you need some hydrating. Helps give us some endurance. It's thirst quenching, and it gives us energy. Even better, guys, it's only 35 grams of sugar, 35 grams of caffeine and only 35 calories, all right? And that caffeine comes from green tea, and I'm telling you, I'm not one to be able to do a lot of caffeine, so this does not give me the jitters. It doesn't keep me up at night. It just helps hydrate me and gives me the energy that I need to do the things that I want to do. So 3, guys, we're making this simple as 1, 2, 3, an afternoon boost. Who around 3 o'clock could use a little afternoon boost, right? So this nitro, unlike those things that you might see at the store, it helps give us focus, right? We might need a little focus to finish up our job, to drive home in traffic, any of those things. Gives us brain power. And if you are an athlete, it's a high performance energy tube that's going to help you each and every day that you take it. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits. The benefits of 100% natural Ningxia energy drink. So we just talked about 3, our Ningxia Red, our Zing, and our Nitro. All 3 of those help with alertness. They are brain food. This is not just a sugar rush, guys. This is actually fueling your brain. Helps with cognition, gives you a competitive edge, quick results. It's refreshing. Hey, bone health. Did you guys know that most soft drinks actually leach minerals out of your bones, okay, and make you more apt to break a bone? I mean, it's not good stuff here, guys. Amino acids. If you don't know what an amino acid is, these are the building blocks. This is what helps our body do what it needs to do. It's the foundation. Eye support, minerals, clarity, energizing B vitamins, revitalize, balances blood sugar, longevity, cardiovascular health. Guys, we have and my husband has a cousin that just had a heart attack this weekend. He is like 10 to 12 years younger than me. He does not need to be in the hospital. Just found out more of the information today. He was driving down the road with his 2 kids in the back seat, and he told his son, I need you to call 911. I'm about to die. His son called 911 as he pulled off on the side of the road. They got an ambulance there, got him to the hospital, saved his life. He is still alive, but he is still in the hospital, and that happened on Saturday. Sad, sad, sad for your kids to have to call the ambulance because you're on the side of the road having a heart attack at 36. Pretty sad. So let's hear what else we have out there. Okay, guys? Often when we are lacking energy, we just grab whatever is around, right? So maybe we go into 7-Eleven or into the grocery store and we're like, man, I just need some energy. So we pick up that 16-ounce energy drink. Guys, the American Heart Association found that on-the-shelf energy drinks, 16 ounces increases blood pressure and stress hormones. I don't know about you guys, but I don't need my blood pressure increased and I don't need my stress hormones increased, right? It causes anxiety, dehydration, insomnia. But right here, guys, cardiovascular risk, okay? I hate to say it, but this guy drinks those energy drinks off the shelf that are damaging his body and it's not helping him out, okay? High blood pressure, heart disturbances, cirrhosis of the liver, digestive issues. Can it get any worse, guys? The last thing you want to do for your health is go and grab an on-the-counter shelf energy drink that you see and grab that is not giving you the nutrition that you need. Our Young Living Ningxia products are not that way. Aaron just asked, do they have a crash factor? No, this is long lasting. This is not a sugar high and then down. So let me tell you a little bit about what's in these products, okay? Our Ningxia Wolfberry is pronounced Ningxia, guys. So not ninja, even though you can say it that way. My son said it that way for a long time, but now he knows it's Ningxia, okay? But the long-term use of wolfberries may contribute to agility, longevity, and vitality. This is long-lasting energy. This is not the kind that you're going to crash on. However, it's not like you're going to drink this and not be able to go to sleep that night. This is nutrition at its cellular level. It's bringing it into our cells so that we're getting energy where it belongs. And we have what's called mitochondria. Those are like our batteries of our cells. This is where it's going. It's nutrient dense and it optimizes wellness. So here is the difference between our Ningxia Red and maybe some juice you might see out there. You might like look at this and go, well, isn't it just a juice? It's not. It's actually a wolfberry puree. So I'm going to talk a little bit about more what's in there and how that's different. If you'll look right here, it says long-lasting energy support. You can see it inside this bottle. If you had this bottle live, you'd be able to see about a third of it on the bottom is a little bit thicker because that puree kind of settles in the bottom and you want to give it a light shake before you drink it to mix it all up. But that right there is the puree. So it has fiber. You'll see down on this list, most juices do not have the fiber in it that you need, and that's part of what helps balance that blood sugar. But here's the thing, guys. Remember I talked about soft drinks and some of these other energy drinks? They leach the minerals out of your bones. This actually has 21 essential minerals in it. Is that not amazing? It's high in vitamins, but here's one thing you will not see in over-the-counter energy drinks, okay? It's 15.6% protein. Is that not amazing? We need that protein also to give us the energy we need. Again, it's rich in amino acids. It's rich in vitamin B. That's what we get our energy to. It's a carbohydrate metabolism, and we've heard so much about carbohydrates and how we don't metabolize it well, which causes other issues. Proper thyroid function. Guys, how about potassium? That's vital in brain and nerve function, okay? And it's high in zinc. A lot of times people will take extra zinc to keep themselves well, or if they're coming down with something. This is our proactive, like this is what we're doing before, so that way we don't have to worry about getting sick later. All right, so the next thing is the Ningxia Zing. Guys, this stuff is delicious. We are out currently because our family, it doesn't matter how much we have, it's going to be drunk up pretty quickly. I'm going to have to start like saving a case somewhere else so we can just put a few in the refrigerator at a time because my family loves this. It's a refreshing burst of energy. It has vitamin C, vitamin K, again, the B vitamins. But this is what I really like about this, guys. You see where it says lymphatic system? If you don't know anything about your lymphatic system, let me just tell you, it's kind of like your sewage system, okay? So think about the drains, your plumbing and stuff, and it's going through the sewer. And if it gets stopped up, right, it's kind of sluggish, like you see the water bubbling up in your sink or in your bathtub, right? Well, the same thing with our lymphatic system. If it gets kind of backed up, if things aren't moving the way they need to, which happens when we get dehydrated, then we feel a little sluggish. Haven't you ever said that before? I just have no energy. I just feel sluggish. You're just kind of like a snail, right? So what this Zing does is actually hydrating to the body. It says that right there on the can. Also digestive support, weight management. I mean, this stuff, not only does it taste delicious, guys, it's good for you and gives you energy. All right? So no more crashes, no more feeling like you're the fly hitting that wall, right? Okay, so the last one is our Ningxia Nitro. Let me tell you guys, this will boost your brain power and improve your energy. My husband loves to drink this when we're traveling because we tend to drive way too long on trips because he's ready to get home and get things unpacked and stuff. But he is able to take this Nitro and just keep on going but have good focus so that he's safe while he is driving. Healthy, sustained energy. No jitters. Again, I'm not one that can do caffeine, but I can do this Nitro with no jitters, no jumping. If I take any drink a Coke or something, if you were walking behind me, I'd probably jump out of my skin. It has supports alertness, mental focus. Again, supports eye health, a healthy sex drive, eye health, and again, cardiovascular health. A lot of people that have issues with caffeine can do all three of these products, and as I'm going to share in just a minute, you might just want to put all of those three together, all right? So Sunshine, can you show us that slide? think yeah, we need to go back just a little bit. All right, right here, guys. Up your game, increase your performance. So these work really well together. You can take a 2-ounce Ningxia Red and a tube of nitro. This is what we call the Mega Boost. A lot of times, if you're looking for that increased burst of energy, doing those two together is really going to get you through that slump that you might be having. Or our favorite is called the Ultra Boost. It's a can of zinc, 2 ounces of Ningxia Red, and a tube of nitro, and all three of those together gives us the long-lasting energy. It's a delicious drink. We don't even want a soft drink or any other energy drink out there because it is so, so tasty. So this is another way that we can increase our energy, get things going and moving, and then we can go on to all the other things that we want to do in this life that maybe our energy being down hasn't allowed us to do. All right? So I am going to let Sunshine tell you all about the second problem that we often see.
Okay, so thank you, Shauna, for telling us about energy. I'm going to talk to you about money. So 77% of Americans have debt in collections. 54%, over half of the population of Americans, have absolutely zero in savings, which means that they are living paycheck to paycheck. 80% of all Americans are in debt. So 8 out of every 10 people that you see, they're walking around in debt. Are you in debt? Has debt damaged your relationships? Do you work hard all day with no time to play? Like you're selling all of your time? You're selling so much of your time to your job that you are exhausted when you come home? Are you living the dream, or are you living a financial nightmare? Sounds like a lot of people in America are living the financial nightmare. And I know for my generation, we thought that it was okay to have what our parents had at 40. We're trying to get at 20 and 25. And so many of us went into debt to do that. So my question is, do you need a simple strategy to increase your money? Could you use a little more money? Let me know in the chat box or raise your hand if you need a simple strategy to increase your money. All right, always, yes. Okay, so we have people raising their hands and people saying yes in the chat. So let's figure out what it is that we can do. So let's talk about the issues with lack of money. Since we're talking about, you know, all this statistics about people not having money, 61% of Americans stress about work. And then 60% of Americans stress about money. So there's a lot of stress going on. Stress is linked to the top 6 leading causes of death. So it is a factor in every one of those 6. Depression, divorce, no vacations. Has anybody not been on a vacation lately and they sure would like to? Fear, just the stress and the fear of not knowing where your next dollar is going to come from, or you're overextended so you know that you're going to get paid, but your money's already spent before you even get your check. Working to the bone, strained relationships, working for someone else's dream. This is where the buck stopped with my husband, selling your best years to someone else. He just got to the point where he said, enough, we've got to do something different. And that was it, selling his best years to someone else who was following after their dream. So he decided I want to live my life at one point that I'm actually chasing my dream. Oh dear, Erin, you might want to think about changing that. Yes, she hasn't been on vacation since she was 12. It's time. All right, benefits of money. We had the issues with the lack of money, and you guys know these, but let's think about it. What if you lived in abundance, free of debt, you didn't owe anybody anything, success, time freedom, you had time to improve your relationships? We asked, you know, has money damaged your relationships? Even if it hasn't damaged your relationships, has it put strain on your relationships? Time to serve. You can do missions or donate to a cause, or you can create something that is all about a cause, right? Not just donate to it. You could create your own thing. Vehicles, college tuition. Shauna's all up in the college tuition right now. You can rest. I know many people who, you know, if you asked them if they had all the money they could need, what they would do, and they say, I would sleep for 3 months. Well, what if you could sleep for 3 months and then go out and live the rest of your life? That would be nice. Bless others. You have options. Everybody likes options. You get to do what you want when you want, basically. Ability to help people. Who would love to get into their donate to somebody without even looking at their pocketbook, looking at the balance of their checkbook? You just know that you have the money, so you can give it. You can make that commitment to people or different missions. More investments and increased family time and working for satisfaction. I know some people really, really enjoy their job, but most people do not. So what would it be like if you worked for satisfaction? That might be a new concept to some of you. So you can get what you want and move on. And this strategy is going to help you do that. So the first thing that you do is do what Shauna presented to you and invest in your health. I had saw in the chat several people asking if it gives you a crash. Man, it does not. All it does is bring you health. It is amazing. So as you go, you get more and more and more. So your health goes up and up and up. So that looks like $300 to get started, and then $200 a month to invest in your health. You can look on Uncle Google and ask him, but you'll find that for every dollar that you spend now or you invest in your health now, it's going to save you that dollar or all the way up to $21 in your future healthcare expenses. All right, so number 2, you pick your 6. Yes, 6 people. You get your winning team. Your winning team has 6 people. Team players. You want motivated people, people who are serious about their health, serious about money, okay? And then what that leads to, as you grow that organization, that leads to residual income. And if you don't know anything about residual income, it's pretty amazing. Drop me something in the chat, a yes or a hallelujah or something if you have any kind of residual income. Oil royalties, gosh, a pension, any kind of check that comes every single month that you had once, right? You purchased or you invested in one time and you get that check coming to you every time. I do. I know Shauna does. That's called residual income. It's beautiful. So what you can do with that is get out of debt. You have time to do what you want and you get paid over and over and over. So do you want results? If you want results, then you want to take that 30-day Ningxia Red challenge. We can get you hooked up with that. It's 30 days of analyzing how you feel as you're taking that Ningxia Red every single day. It's flooding your body full of nutrients. And so many of us have the story that we took Ningxia Red and, you know, we felt great as we went along, but then at some point we stopped taking it and it was like, what happened? What happened? Oh, it was the Ningxia Red. That's why I felt so good. And then we also have a 6 Squared Facebook group where you will have all the support that you need to be successful with sharing energy and money. Okay, so let's look at the income disclosure statement from Young Living. Anytime we talk about money, we have to pull this out and show it to you. And that's because a lot of companies will fill you full of fanciful dreams that you're going to get a mansion right away. You're going to get, you know, the car, the Lamborghini, whatever it is, right? And this is actually from Young Living. They put it together. This latest one is from 2017 numbers. This is what people really make in Young Living. So I wanted you to take a look at that one. I'm going to take it to the next slide where you can see the 5th row over. That's the average income for these different ranks. You might not know what ranks are. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Just know that the check, the pay just keeps going up and up and up, okay? So distributor, that's someone that has shared. They have a team member or 2 or 3. They're averaging $26 a month. Royal Crown Diamond is averaging $144,000 a month. Yes, a month. That's not a typo. Crown Diamond, I want you to take a look at that. That says $64,000. I want you to keep that in your mind for just a minute. And so what we have, we talked to you about money problems, we talked to you about energy problems, and now we're going to actually give you the solution. I told you we're going to share a business plan with you that's very simple to walk through, that where you can actually get that energy and that money at the same time, so you can get what you want and move on. Your money making should be something that fuels what you were here to do, right? So that's what we're going to help you do. So this strategy, the 6 squared strategy, actually leads you to Royal Crown Diamond. That was that $144,000 a month. I don't know if you could do anything with that money or not, but I know I could, right? So you can check out the income disclosure for monthly money, all the specifics there. And then check out the compensation plan for rank requirements, which we will briefly show you tonight. It's a little more complicated than the cube that we've got to show you, so you'll get to take a look at that for just a second. And then if you have questions about it, ask the person that invited you on here, and they or us can help you, okay? Okay, so here's the cube. This is called the Power of 6. We just developed this very simple strategy to get you to Royal Crown Diamond the fastest way possible, and that is creating this cube. And so you pick your six people that are going to do this, and doing this is investing in their health and investing in other people to invest in their health so they can get energy and money. It's that simple. So you are going to invite 6 people to join this journey with you. They're going to accept, and then you are going to help those 6 people find 6 people, okay? And when you help them find 6 people, they are going to learn to help their 6 people find their 6 people. And so what happens is that there's this little sweet spot over here. We've got the hexagon and the arrow pointing right here. There's a line. So let's look at that up close. Oh, hold on just a second. My chat box was covering up my thing. Okay, so over here on the right, you'll see there's $48 monthly, $228 monthly, and on up. That is your residual income that we're looking at, and that's only based on commissions. Young Living is a very generous company, and they actually have a lot of bonuses that you can qualify for. And so if you look over at that $37,000 a month, that is Crown Diamond. And I wanted you to remember that $64,000 on the previous income disclosure statement, because right here it says $37,000. $37,000 is just the bare minimum commissions on this, on what's going on with your organization. So you will actually be making somewhere closer to $60,000 instead of this $37,000, because there's bonuses involved. But we wanted to give you the nuts and bolts of it, and the commission alone is going to bring that $37,000 a month. That may sound like funny money to you, but I personally know people that are making well over that. Talk about $144,000. I know people that are making, I personally know people that are making a lot more than that every single month. Okay? And then there's this, down at the pick your 6, there's $300 bonuses right there. I just want you to let you know that when you get those 6 people, if you get them all in the same month, you will get a check back for $300, which is about your investment, right? So if that all happens in one single month, you'll get that $300 all at once. But cumulatively, you will get $300 or more in bonuses as you get those 6 people that need energy and money. Okay, so let's talk about this sweet spot here. So this line here is actually what you're responsible to do. You're responsible to get those 6 and help those 6 get 6. Okay, and at that time you are teaching your 6 to help their 6 get 6. So everybody's doing those two things, getting your 6 and helping your 6 get 6. As everybody is doing all that stuff, what happens is that you tap into the power of duplication. You multiplies dynamically. So you can see from the previous thing here, on the left side, you pick your 6, they get their 6, that equals 36 on that line, 216, and it goes up there drastically, 1,296, 7,000, 46,000. Okay, and that's from everybody getting 6 and helping their 6 get 6 and training them to do the same. And then what you're responsible for from there is to make sure that your team is running smoothly with quarterly follow-up that looks like maybe an event or keeping in contact with them, making sure everything's okay. And a good leader would survey their organization and see if anybody's needing, you know, anybody needs some help with their 6, okay? So again, there's 3 steps. 1, you invest in your energy and your health. 2, you help other people with their energy, their health, and making money. And then you receive that residual income, which really means that you have money for your health as well. So we have another little up your game, increase your performance, and what that is a little challenge for a mega boost, and that's just getting those people in 1 month, getting all 6 of those people in 1 month to get that bonus all in one check, so you're getting what your startup cost was paid back to you. Or really what happens is that you can use that money now to fund your health, right? Your next order. The Ultra Boost, if you complete that square in 6 weeks to the 5th level, $37,000 paycheck right away. That is some fast money. Are you still going to get that $37,000 if it takes you 6 months to do this? Absolutely. If it takes you 6 years, are you still going to get that $37,000? Absolutely. The money's coming no matter how long it takes. That Ultra Boost is a challenge to see how quickly you can get there. All right, so this document is actually at the very top of the chat. Shauna, if you would copy and paste that again into the chat, I would appreciate it. She probably has already done that. All right, you can download this document. Basically, this is how you get started. It's step by step. You just read that and go onto your computer and walk through that. That will teach you exactly how to get started. It says enter referring member number in both spots. That's why we asked you who invited you tonight. Thank them by using their member number, okay? So you can be one of their 6. And then you can just follow the directions and it will tell you exactly what to do. The second thing is that we talked about how it's about a $300 investment to get started, and then from there it's about $200. The reality of it is you choose how much it is, okay? And so we have created these packs. You can't get on the website and find these packs. That's what the numbers are for down under the descriptions. So the mini pack would be 1 box of Ningxia Red and 1 box of Nitro, and you'll see the Ningxia Red packets, that's 3525. So you would enter that in and that product would come up. But what we have here is, Shauna likes to say, if you're wanting that like distributor, senior star, that $77 a month or that $250 a month, you want to get started over here in this mini pack. But if you're looking for Royal Crown Diamond, you want to head towards that best deal as fast as possible. Okay, so the more health you have, the more excited you're going to have to get going on this business and find people who need energy and money. So I like to do the family pack often and the Ultra Boost often. Those are the ones that I like to do. We have a big family, so I'm always buying the Ningxia Red Essential Rewards Kit. But these are just some ideas to help you, and so you can get started on your energy right away. Again, these are directions. The most important part on here is donating to the Young Living Foundation. It is really important. There's just a little tiny button that you can click that on every single order your pennies round up. Young Living does the most amazing work in missions with people. There's the Young Living Foundation, the Young Living School in Ecuador. Shauna and I both support some children down there. It's awesome. We've gotten to go down there and meet them. And then they take children out of the sex slave trade. They buy mosquito nets. They do all kinds of wonderful things. So your pennies add up. Okay, and step 3. This is so awesome. Young Living has a program that's similar to Amazon Prime, where you can subscribe to get free shipping. So you pay a fee one time a year, and then you get free shipping. You can choose YL Go, which is 12 orders. Every single Essential Rewards order, which is the program you'll be on, is free shipping. If you noticed, there's bottles, there's cans. These products are heavy, so instead of paying about $25 a month or every order in shipping, you're paying $59 a year. And then the YL Go Plus is an added benefit. You can order every single Essential Rewards order plus 24 more orders. Okay, so let's get into what is it worth. What is it worth? And what I'm asking is, I want you to know what it's worth as far as your residual income. If you're getting a check, say you're getting a check for $250, how much money would you have to have in the bank to get an interest payment of $250? Okay, so I'm going to share with you these numbers. So on STAR, the average income is about $77. So if you had $15,000 in the bank and you got a 6% return on it every single month, and the bank just sent you a check instead of rolling it back into that $15,000, you would have to have that $15,000 for them to send you a $77 check. And so the $250 that I said just a second ago, $240 here at Senior Star, you would have to have $48,000 in the bank. Now, the question is, do you remember back when I was talking about all those money problems, and that there are over 50% of people that have zero in savings? So, you know, you get to gold, and it's at one point, you'd have to have $1.2 million in your bank account or in some kind of IRA or something to get an interest payment of $6,000 a month. We'll go on up, platinum, that's where I'm at. It's just astonishing that that's $3 million would have to be in the bank in order to have a $15,000 check every single month. Shauna's diamond, we're looking at $8 million. Crown diamond is $15 million. So isn't that crazy that it takes so much money in order to have a residual interest income? I can't imagine. I mean, I'll try to save $30 million, okay? But if I don't, I can hit Royal Crown Diamond, okay? So this is a great opportunity. Network marketing is the fastest growing business model in the world today. Robert Kiyosaki, who is a real estate mogul, has said that. There are a lot of business people. You can Google it on the internet. There's a lot of business people who applaud network marketing. And so it's a very, very legitimate business model, and it is not on trial, folks. People make money with network marketing. I'm going to hand it over to Shauna.
Hey guys, so was that not wonderful? Let me tell you, the money is there and available for each and every one of you. Believe me, if Sunshine can do it and I can do it, you can do it too. Earlier I was talking about being that fly hitting the window, and my goal was to be a physical therapist that made six-figure income, right? My husband and I had that goal in the beginning as a joint, like the both of us together. And then when I was staying home and he was working, like our goal was that he would be able to do it and I would be able to help him with a little bit. And We never hit that six-figure income until we got started with this. I had no idea that 85% of women that make six-figure incomes are in network marketing. Did anybody else know that? I mean, to me, that's just, it's flabbergasting. So I know that you might have some questions, and we have some answers. It's also in that PDF that we put on Getting Started. I'm going to go through just a few of these, but know that they're in that PDF, and then we're going to give you guys some time at the end to ask us any questions. But here's a question a lot of people ask. Does the Ningxia Red products really help you with energy? And the short answer is yes. Guys, again, this is giving you cellular energy. This is not the sugar rush and the sugar down. You're not going to crash. What you're going to find is this slow up as you go through the day. The energy is there. Again, we've got 3 different products to help you depending on what you're doing throughout your day. And then the more you do this, so we have that 30-day challenge. If you do this for 30 days, it is amazing. Most of us have done 30 days, then we get off for a few days to see, you know, did that really give me as much energy? Maybe it was just a fluke. And then the next thing we know, 3 or 4 days later, we're like, I need that 3 o'clock nap that I didn't need for the last 30 days, but it still lasts for a few days, okay? Why would I want to be in network marketing? Why not? All right. Most of us, my husband, like I said, we were professionals. We were physical therapists, had our own personal business. Guys, having a personal business was great. We thought we were living the dream, except for we didn't get to live the dream vacation because someone always had to be there working, right? We couldn't just leave it. When it comes to network marketing, guys, when we go on vacation, either I can do a little bit of work, no work, or a lot of work. I get to decide how much time I want to spend working while I'm on vacation. Today I was actually on a diamond chat, and it was so funny. One of the ladies was sitting in one of those cabana things that you see, like the little grass coming down, in her bathing suit with her phone, listening to the diamond call. While she's on vacation, you can see the water and the beach. I was like, can I just watch the people playing on the ocean instead of listening? That's her job, guys. I mean, it's amazing. You don't see that in regular everyday work. So is it easy and fast? If it is so easy and fast, why isn't everybody doing it? Because everybody else is hitting that window, okay? We have been programmed to think that we need to go to college, get a 40-hour-a-week job, which really means we're working at least 60 to 80, let's be honest, especially if you count drive time to there. You're working, you're coming back home. Half the time you have to bring your work back home, or you're having to catch up on the weekend, and so you just really don't have a lot of free time, especially those that are working salaries. Like, you think this is great thing, salary. All that means is you work until it's done, right? And so people just don't see that network marketing can be. And part of the problem is most people are just told about it and not really actually given a plan. We are giving you guys an easy strategy. 6, okay? If you can remember 6, you can get started. Okay, if you can open up a pack of Ningxia Red and get it down to give yourself some energy and find your 6, you can get started. That is how easy this is. Can you tell I'm getting a little excited? And yes, I did have my nitro about 3 o'clock. What if I don't know 6 people who need energy and money? Well, if it's because you don't know anybody that needs energy and money, then I'm going to be curious on what they're doing. You're hanging out with somebody good, right? But most of the time people are asking because they don't think they know 6 people. The average person knows between 600 and 2,000 people, okay? Also consider you're going to be meeting new people for the rest of your life. So if you choose to do this, you really can find your 6, but you're going to have to make that decision. If you think, I can't find 6, you're not going to be able to find 6. This is a choice. What is the catch? It just means you have to be dedicated to success, okay? The time frame is going to be up to you and those people that you choose to work this business with you and who they choose. If you get somebody and they're like, yeah, I'll do that next week, and they say that for 6 years, yeah, that's not a winning person, right? They're not going to get you where you need to go. But when you find those people that are as dedicated to as you are to doing this business, you're going to all work together and you're all going to grow at the same time. So what kind of mindset do I need to do this? You need to have a mindset to be successful. You need to be thinking about it's one of those things, like people say, oh, I'm going to try this for a week, or I'm going to try this for a couple of days, or I'm going to try for this. Do you go into work thinking, I'm going to try this for a week, or do you have a plan that when you go to work, you're going to be working there until either something better comes along, right? Or like network marketing, or you're looking at a plan that you're moving up, right? And that's what I love about Young Living, is because you are constantly moving up these different ranks as you go. So as you get your 6 people and they help get 6 people who help get 6 people who help get 6 people, you're just moving up as you go, helping others. It's really amazing, and everybody can do this. I promise you guys, if I can do this, having no idea what I was doing, you can do this too. So how much money will I make if I only get 4 people? Guys, I'm not going to really do the math for you because we figured out this 6. This is the way it works, okay? So if you are like, oh, I'm going to get just 4, you're going to make less money. And your people are going to make less money because they're going to follow you at the same time. And then somebody is going to be discouraged because they're going to be like, well, you said if I did this. Well, I said if you get 6. I didn't say if you get 4. When I sign, what happens next, guys, we are here to support you. The person that invited you is here to support you. We are here supporting them and you. We have a Facebook group that you can become a part of when you say, I'm committed to finding my 6. And in there, we are going to help talk about getting your list together, finding your 6. We have things like what we're sharing tonight where you can do that. We've got brochures. We've got all kinds of things to help you help others get started. Now, what am I looking for in my 6? Guys, you're looking for someone that's self-motivated. You're not looking for someone that you're going to have to pull along and every day say, hey, get your 6, get your 6. You're there to help them, but you don't want to be pulling their teeth, all right? So, yes, you will have support. And here's another question. People say, can I just get 4? Or what if I can get 8? Guys, feel free to help as many people as you want, but just know you need 6. If you get 7 or 8 people, you're going to plug them in with some of your people that you've already got, your 6, so that you can help them get started getting their 6. But 6 is the magic number. It really is. I'm going to give this over to Miss Sunshine.
Just because it's my very favorite slide. Is this a pyramid scheme? So, first of all, pyramid schemes are illegal, but the answer is no. In this business, you only get paid if products are sold from the company to someone within your own network, either retail or wholesale. In a pyramid scheme, the only people who make money are those who get in first, but in this company, everyone has an equal opportunity to make money and become the top income earner in the company. So I know one of the very first people that got enrolled with Young Living, and she's of course a Royal Crown Diamond, right? But I know people who got in 7 years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago that are Royal Crown Diamond. And guess what? This is a 24-year-old company, 24-year-old company. They are very established, and this is, you know, where it says those who get in first. I didn't get in first. Shauna didn't get in first. So what we have is a really awesome business model. Okay, I said people hated their job. Did you know 85% of people hate their job? 85% of people hate what they do every single day, at least 5 days a week. Isn't that crazy? Oh. When you have the luxury of being able to do what you want, when you want, most of the time, that breaks your heart. It really does. Just because there is so much more in life. So 800 million jobs are expected to be lost by 2030 due to automation. The good news is that there's $189 billion in sales in network marketing. 76 billion was paid out to distributors in 2017. Why not you? Why not me? 70% of home-based businesses are successful within 3 years. What that means is, just like Shauna said, what do you do if it's not working after 6 weeks? You keep going. You've got a business, right? If you have a brick and mortar business, you don't just close up shop and go, well, we didn't sell enough pizzas. Too bad. No, you get out there and you hustle, right? So wellness is 34% of the network marketing market. isn't it nice that you have a product that is plant-based, it's healthy? Somebody asked, can pregnant ladies drink this? Absolutely. My sister-in-law drank this the entire time she was pregnant. She has one of the most well-adjusted, chill kids I have ever met in my life. Do I attribute it to that? Yes, she was getting great nutrition. She was giving her baby great stuff the whole time she was pregnant. People are increasingly turning to network marketing. Guys, this is a legitimate business model. It really is. Eric Worre, who is a entrepreneur and he is a network marketing guru, he said, the only drawback to a network marketing company is the temporary loss of ego, the temporary loss of esteem in somebody else's eyes. Because you know somebody that doesn't like network marketing. But I'll tell you what, this is the place where the average person can get ahead in life. No joke. So you might want to consider there is a better way. There is the minimum effective dose where you can become quantum squared, U squared. Okay, Young Living is an established 24-year-old company. I told you that. It's a great company. Network marketing has produced more millionaires than any other industry in the history of the world. Les Brown said that. Isn't that crazy? It's pretty cool. And Shauna was talking about 85% of women who make over $100,000 a year. Shauna, me. Yep, they did it in network marketing. Okay, so here's the compensation plan. The thing that I really want to show you is look over to the right where it says Royal Crown Diamond. Right there, it says how many legs you have to have. You have to have 6 legs. What's a leg? It doesn't matter. You have to have your 6 people, and you need to help them find their 6 people and teach them to do the same thing that you're doing, and then connect with your team on a quarterly basis. That's it, folks. Invest in your health and help others invest in their health. Okay, so I have a little story for you. It must have been in about the 5th grade, maybe 11 years old, when my rural grade school out in West Texas had a Halloween carnival. One of the junkie prizes I won that night was a woven straw tube about 5 inches long. The red, green, and yellow bands of straw were threaded together in diamond-shaped diagonal patterns. The toy puzzled me. I had no idea what I had pulled out of the carnival's fishing pond. I threw it in the sack with the rest of the trinkets and cheap candy I'd won, forgetting about it until I saw an older kid waving one of the same things around his finger. I got one of those. What is it? Chinese handcuffs, he said. See, you stick a finger from each hand into it, and when you try to pull them out, you're trapped. Here, let me show you. Wait, how do you get out of it? I asked, although the thing looked harmless. In fact, it looked plain boring. Oh, don't worry, it's made out of straw. I was skeptical, but something about this bothered me. Let me see you do it, I said. Sure, he said, inserting a finger into each of the end of the hollow straw cylinder. He then pulled his hands apart. Sure enough, the weave tightened around the 2 fingers. Straw handcuffs I can't get loose. He grinned as I stared at the woven strands clutching his 2 index fingers. Then he wiggled, and then he was free. Now you try it, he said. Make sure your fingers are all the way in so you can make it work. It worked. I crammed my index fingers in as far as I could. Then I tried to pull my hands apart. The straw tube gripped my flesh and held my fingers close. I was surprised, even stunned, at the straw's refusal to yield. The more I struggled, the more firmly the Chinese handcuffs held me. I pulled so hard my knuckles popped, but the straw just dug deeper into my skin. The harder I tried, the worse it got. I started sweating and my face turned red. My fingers ached along with my pride, but I kept struggling. I knew it was somehow possible to break free because I had watched the older kid do it. He was bigger and stronger, so I assumed more effort was the answer. As it turned out, trying harder was the trap. Eventually, the other boy lost interest in the trick and shared the secret with me. Take it easy, he said. Relax. Now push your fingers in instead of trying to pull. Give it a little twist. Now just ease your fingers out of the holes. It sounded all wrong. Pushing my fingers into the Chinese handcuffs in order to get them out? I did as he said, though, and all of a sudden, my left hand slid out of the straw clutches. I then slipped the toy off my other finger, amazed at how easy it was to break free when I made the right moves. That happened many years ago. Looking back, I can see how sometimes life is a lot like Chinese handcuffs. It can happen to anybody. You get caught in habits that look innocent enough and don't realize you've trapped yourself until you try to break free. It confuses and frustrates you when your struggles to get unstuck don't help. You see other people enjoying personal breakthroughs and assume they must be stronger, more capable, or somehow better than you. You conclude that you need to try harder in order to break the bonds that hold you back. Let me share with you an old secret about breakthroughs. Consider trying easier. Relax. Take the pressure off. Try a new twist. The solution may be as simple as slipping free from the straw bonds of Chinese handcuffs. So, you have a decision to make. Are you going to go for the quantum leap? Are you going to go for a strategy that can help you with your health and your money? Money is health, right? Health is wealth. It's all connected. So we're going to wrap up with asking, what did you like about what you heard tonight? Think about that. Feel free to unmute yourself or comment in the chat. Just briefly tell us what you liked about what you heard. The vision of hope, Tina says. Great. Anyone else? So the question remains, are you ready to make the quantum leap and become U squared? Erin says the energy stuff is very useful, especially if I end up working in the new position I just applied for. Yep. And so we also put a, Shauna, could you copy and paste that link one more time for the document? Shauna's going to put in the chat the Get Started document. If you're ready to make that quantum leap, go ahead and fill that out. Honor the person that invited you tonight by asking for their member number. So you can be one of their 6 and they can help you get started on this amazing journey. Shauna, do you have any ending comments there?
I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I know it's a Monday night, and just know that that door is wide open. You do not have to keep hitting the window. You do not have to have your finger stuck inside that those Chinese handcuffs. This is a simple strategy meant and made just for you. All right. I'm excited. Jackie says, I'm excited. I forgot how easy it can be. I am going to find my 6. Awesome, Jackie. We're excited for you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. That mute didn't want to come undone. Okay. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon. Make every day count.
Thank you, guys. Bye.